want to create something that's gonna last forever. If you're an artist, like any type of artist, it doesn't matter who you are. It's like I don't know. One of the quotes for it is like you can kill the artist, but you can't kill the art. Everybody think they grinding until you see somebody who grinding. You know what I mean? So it's like I was like, yeah, I'm sending the links out. But bro, you're not dropping videos, bro. You're not networking. You're not. So it's like I don't get to that point now. It's like now I'm at the point where it's like if some fucked up shit happen, it's gonna come out in a song, or it's just like you just gotta keep going with it because that's the only way you're gonna grow. Alright.
Yeah, what is it? Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of Ultra Level Interviews. Today we have a special guest, Mikeytrillfiger. Everybody give me some energy. How you doing, Mikey?
I'm good, bro. Chilling, bro. Chilling.
Talk us a little bit about you, bro, about your name, about where you come from.
I go by Mikeytrillfiger, from the south side of Atlanta. And yeah, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, I want to know more about your name, bro. Mikeytrillfiger. When I hear that, it sounds dope. It gives me a lot of different vibes. Talk to me about how that came from.
Bro, the story's funny as fuck, bro. Honestly, it just came from Tommy Hilfiger, bro. Like I was like Tommy, and I said Mikey, and then instead of Hilfiger, I put Trillfiger. Like I don't know. I just tried to do like a little spinoff. And then it kind of stuck because I was like, everybody got Lil in their name, or it's like some shit that's not really unique. You know what I mean?
Right,
so
yeah.
that's why I fuck with it.
So you say you're from Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So what got you here in Kentucky? What made you move?
Bro, I came out here for school, and like I used to wrestle in college. Like a lot of people don't know that shit, but I used to wrestle and shit. But I got tired of this shit, so
you got tired.
I just started doing music. So
is that how it started? How did you get into music?
Shit, my homie, he go by Keys Picasso. Shout out Casso. He gonna be here for the show on the 5th, but he was making music in high school, and he started catching like buzz and shit. Like everybody started fucking with him.
Dope.
And I went over his house one day after school, and I was like, shit, like just watching how he did this shit. Like he knew how to mix everything, and I just fuck with that. So he just told me get on the mic.
So how old you was when all that started?
Shit, I was like, that was like senior year. So it was like the second part of senior year. So I was like 18 when I first started making, like my first song, I probably was like 18. That shit was ass.
18?
But, you know what I mean?
So how old are you right now?
I'm 22.
22?
Yeah.
So but it's like, would you say that you've been making music for about 4 years?
Yeah, but honestly, bro, like, I really didn't even start taking it serious until like after I left the college. Like I'm still in college, but like after I left the wrestling shit, you know what I mean? Because that shit take up, when you doing a sport, bro, it should take up a lot of time.
Of course.
But I was like, it's like I was one of them, like send the link out to everybody, try to get them to, but I wasn't taking it serious, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I would say really like
professionally?
Yeah, like going hard at it, probably like a year and a half, dead ass.
Really?
Like, and that says a lot. Yeah, it's like I really wasn't trying to do it for real, like how I am now. But
well, that say a lot from you, bro. Because if you've been only taking this like professionally for like a year and a half, you're killing it for real.
Trying to, bro.
All right, so talk to me about when you first started making music. What were your like biggest influences? You know, I feel like every artist when they first start, they have to like pick an artist and kind of like try to go for the sound until you find your own sound. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
What would you say that was your artist, the one you picked at that time, back in the day?
Honestly, bro, like I didn't really know where I wanted to go with it. So honestly, if you look back at my music and shit, like there's some songs where you be like, damn, he sound like Young Thug, and then the next song is like, bro, you sound like Joey Badass, or it's like different shit that I tried to like kind of put into my style, but I just didn't know how to make it all come together. But I would say those are like my biggest influences when I first started, like people who were lyrical, but also people who was like creative as
Right.
fuck. Like that, and that's how I looked at like Young Thug, Kid Cudi, Kanye.
Yeah,
Uh,
I honestly get that in your music. Like I'm listening to one type of song and then the other one shows up and I have a different vibe, a different feeling. It's like
yeah,
completely different and I fuck with that a lot.
yeah, and it took me a minute with like that to still sound like me, but give people a different like feeling when they listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like with the new project. If you listen to Porn Stars and then you listen to Bloody Hell, both of them sound like me. Like
Right.
it sounds like Mikey. You know, it's my voice, but it's just like two different feelings when you
Yes.
listen to it, and that's what took me. It took me a long time to like learn how to do that shit. It's just like progression, I guess.
Well,
So,
you say a long time, but if you really think about it, it's not that long if you've been only making music for like a year and a half. You know, sometimes
yeah,
it takes a little bit longer, which is good from you. I was gonna ask you something that I see on your music, your page, on your personality is this hell vibes, bro. Like
Yeah.
where did that came from? Like,
it's really honestly, bro. It's not even. I don't want to say it's not what you think, but it's not. It's not like.
not that much, right? It's not like the concept. What do you mean with
Well,
that?
it's like it's a concept, but it's just showing like you can be different and different from the norm. It's not so much like yeah, we worship Satan and shit. Like me and my homies, we not fucking Satan worshipers and shit. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
Like
I
my
get
mom's
it.
a fucking Christian. Like
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah.
mom a Christian, my grandma a Christian. Like they don't understand it either. But like even my mom is like that's you being creative. It's just showing people that
That's your
who gives
movie,
a
right?
fuck if I got
That's your vibe, right?
yeah,
Kinda. It's
bro.
not
It's
like
like
who you really are. It's more like the movie that you're living, and kind of that.
right, and it's all. I think it's all about like phases. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
all an artist is.
Yeah.
Like even with my manager, who is also a stylist, like it might be some days where I come over to like where he's working at his office space, and it's like he be making like a vest, right?
Right.
Like it look like okay, a rock star could wear this.
That's
You know what I mean?
hard.
Something
That's
I would
hard.
wear right now, and then I come over his crib the next day, and it's like a whole different vibe. He's making a flannel or a bomber jacket or you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like right now that's my vibe. That's how I express myself. I think a lot of people take it as like he's trying to be a fucking demon, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's just showing like that's just my creative juices flowing. Like,
That's
you know what I
so
mean?
hard,
It's just
bro.
my wave, you know. But
So
never know.
that's dope because when you have people around you that actually do that kind of things for you, it always improve. It always make your work better, right?
Yeah.
So who would you say is your small circle, your team, the one that is working with you to make this happen?
Shit, damn, it's not that big, but shit, Dez, everybody. If you know me, you know Dez. I mean, if you know me like personally, you know Dez.
Right.
I grew up with Dez. You know what I mean? Since we were in like 6th or 7th grade, you know, and our relationship is really good because I know he's not a yes man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
You
get
need
you.
that shit when you making music. You need somebody that's like that shit ass, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
no,
a
I
lot of artists
completely
don't
get you,
have
bro.
that shit. A lot of artists don't. They don't have somebody. They just in a fucking studio with a bunch of people who are like what's going on? Well, they in the studio with a bunch of
Yeah.
people who are like, yeah, that shit is, that's hard no matter what they put out just because they want to be around. But he's not like that. So him, definitely Jude, bro. Like, shit, I'll say since April, when I met up with Jude and we had a meeting, me, him, and Dez, and we was like, bruh, we can do something big. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes, no, I
We can
get
go
you.
crazy. And I actually, like, looking back on it, bro, it's just like crazy as fuck because that shit happened. Like, it happened overnight. Like, I mean, like, we not on yet, but that shit coming.
No,
You
no,
know what I
I feel
mean?
you.
And
I
it's
see
like,
it coming, bro. I see it
yeah,
coming just as much as I see other artists being success on a small short of time. and I feel like you're part of them. But something you was telling me is like you'll have to like sit down and talk about it and be like, we can actually fucking make it.
Yeah.
And that is so necessary, bro, because I feel like it can be like something that you can be dreaming on or something that you want it to happen. But there has to be a moment when you have to like actually sit down and be like, I can have to make it happen too.
Yeah.
I want it. I wish this becomes like reality. I have to make it happen, and I feel like that happens to all of us. It happens to you, and I can see that. Like I can see that for the music you're dropping and all that. I also wanted to talk about the concerts, like all the performings you've been doing. Bro, that shit looks crazy. Like every time I see a Snapchat or a story, I'm like, damn. And I wanna know about that. Like, how is that energy, bro, you get when you're on stage? Like, how do you feel when you're in front of that mic performing your music?
I can't even like explain it, bro. It's like I can't even explain it, bro. It's just like fucking crazy, like to put something out and literally like I could let the mic go at the show and give it to somebody and they'll perform.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like it just makes you feel good about the stuff you're putting out.
Because at that point, you are under control, everything, right? Like,
Yeah.
in that moment, all the attention, all the energy, everything is coming to you, right? You got that power.
Yeah, and it feels good, man. It does. Like it feel like you just like fucking floating. Like you just in a whole different world. Like I'm up there, and half the time, bro, I don't even like. Obviously, I know my words to my songs, but it's like I'm not even focused on the lyrics no more.
Yeah.
Like it's just like I'm trying to put on the show. I'll be up there, bro. There's videos of me like damn near knocking Jude's head off. Jude damn near knocking me swinging my arms. Like my friend, she lives in Cali now. My friend Juliet, who's also a good friend of Jude's, bro. Like it's been times where I'm like swinging the mic and I fucking hit her and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
I was just vibing, my bad.
Yeah, bro. And she's like, you hit me in my fucking head, but it was a good show. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That shit it's just a good vibe, bro. It's fun. And I like the energy. And I like that my music could bring that out of people. Like, I haven't been to a show maybe since before Hell Can't Wait dropped, where it's like stale. Like, it's like, oh, he's good, but they're just looking. Like, I haven't been to a show like that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you. Imagine when you are in a show with 2,000 people in front of you, vibing the same way the people do it before. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be good vibes, bro, for real.
Definitely.
Shit, man. Honestly, I've been trying to like not make clothes, but like start my own shit since I can remember. Like even in high school, bro. Like I was like dropping little T-shirts and shit, and I mean people would fuck with it just off of, like oh that's Mikey, like he cool, I'ma buy it, but it really wasn't like hard shit. So it's like now I'm at the point where I want to create something that's gonna last forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? With the clothing and shit. Like I'll probably drop some Mikeytrillfiger merch, but the brand I got now is it's called Demorgia, and it just basically means creation in Greek. And me and my boy Dez, I was just talking about, we started it together, and it's just supposed to draw in all type of creatives. Like if you're an artist, like any type of artist, it doesn't matter who you are. It's like I don't know, one of the quotes for it is like you can kill the artist, but you can't kill the art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense. Like completely makes sense.
Yeah, like you could kill me right now, but you'll never kill my art. I don't think I'm at the point in my like music career, music like shit to give advice, but if I was, that would be it, bro. Like just be yourself, cause that shit, when you yourself, it's gonna show. Right. Like when you're trying to be like other people and sound like everybody, that shit also shows. You know what I mean? So just be yourself, and if you want to create something good, then create it. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, any shout out you want to give? This is the time right now to the camera.
Yeah, man. I want to shout out. No, I'm playing. But not for real though. I just want to say, like, if you fuck with me, bruh, and you've been supporting, I appreciate that shit. Like, been a long time coming. Dead ass, all my people, all my Lex people, everybody in the A, like, you supporting me and you been showing love, bruh. Like, it's too many people to name, you know what I mean? Like, but I appreciate that shit, you know what I'm saying?